I said City Ground is going to be Nottingham Forest versus Fulham. Rob, starting with you and Fulham. We talked last week about how Fulham had the tendency to go and like turn over big teams and get great results, and then absolutely struggle in the next game. I mean, they bet Tottenham 3-0 just before the international break, and only for an offside goal, they would have been 4-1 down to Sheffield United. But credit to them, they did make it back, got it back to 3-3. Yeah, they're just a very bizarre team. Like mid-table mediocre is what they are.
Yeah, no, it looks brilliant because we've all hated on Sheffield this season, rightfully so. And
Yeah.
to give Sheffield the taste of 3 points, only to rip it away from them the way they did. But Muniz with a savage, a kind of semi bicycle kick
Yeah.
in the stoppage time. It was a brilliant finish. But fair play to Fulham for pulling back. You're thinking a 3-1, like against a dogged Sheffield team as well. Obviously, getting the bit of luck that the fourth was offside, but pull it back in because it is a nothing game for them, anyways. Fulham, so you're thinking, oh, it's just going to die out. Everyone's accumulator over the weekend is gone.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, credit to them for coming back. But it's a funny one. Delighted that they did pull it back and it stopped Sheffield from getting the win.
Yeah, Johnny, just with Forest now, like we've seen them struggling as well. Obviously, they have that deduction coming over their head as well. Yeah, like they drew 1-1 against Palace. We thought it was going to be kind of a low scoring bad game, and it was pretty terrible game in fairness. They did well. Chris Wood got a really nice goal. He's doing very well this season. I think he has 10 league goals this season, which is pretty good for him. But yeah, like I don't know, Nottingham Forest just they need wins. Like these draws, yeah, it's good to come from a goal down, but like they need wins. At this stage of the season, they're level with Luton in the relegation zone. Burnley are only 6 points behind them. So like they could easily slip into relegation, and who knows at the end of the season what will happen.
Yeah, because they're looking at it could be more points coming against them as well.
Yeah,
Like this season will end, and someone will have to find out. Okay, are we getting the points turned over or not? Like they're playing with fire. They're absolutely playing with fire. Once again, another team that have been very lucky that there have been so many other poorer teams. Now they've been dragged into it where we thought maybe earlier in the season maybe there's three, maybe four worse than them. Now there's not. Once again, they're another team that don't know their best starting 11. They don't really know what they're trying to do with the ball. Even against Palace, it was like they don't know. Palace, another team struggling at the moment, and they had no real. They didn't look like they were going to do anything. And those are the games that make all the difference, especially down there. And I don't see it getting easier for them. Like you said, 6 points off Burnley, drawing with Luton there. Do they play Luton again before the end of the season? Because that would be an outstanding game. But they're in
sure.
big trouble. They're relying on everyone else now, really.
Yeah,
Because now they're relying on what happens with the points deduction. Are they going to face further deductions? Nobody really knows, which is a really perilous position to be in.
well, their next couple of games, I mean, it doesn't really get too much easier for them. They have obviously Fulham, then they have Tottenham, Wolves, away to Everton, home to Man City. They play Sheffield United and then Chelsea and Burnley. So they do play two of the bottom three towards the end of the season. But
And,
look at that,
and
and Everton as well.
Everton as well.
yeah, and
So
Everton as
there's
well.
three.
Yeah.
There's those three. Like they're massive games. Like
Yeah.
so. Like the other games probably won't define the season. To pick up a couple of points, maybe something a draw against Wolves. Spurs will probably do them. Spurs will dog them. City will
probably
dog
do
them
as well. Yeah.
So like those three games are going to be the most important for them, and to hope that the fact that they told the Premier League, look, we know we're in trouble, help us out a bit, and that could actually stand to them as opposed to what Everton did and try to do it their own way about it a bit.
Yeah.
So look, it depends. It's fascinating. It's really fascinating to see how the rest of this season is going to play out.
It's a game that doesn't really excite you, though, does it?
No.
You're thinking like, if will it hit over 2 goals or 3 goals? Like probably not. But again, you don't know what Fulham side will turn up, as I say, or will Forest out of nowhere just start pulling up trees? Like,
yeah,
you can't predict it. It's a dodgy game. Yeah. But we're going to try and predict it right now.
Right, predictions, Johnny.
Go on, Forest 2-1.
Rob.
I'll go 1-1.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a high scoring game. I'm gonna say 3-3 in this game. Like it's just gonna be a crazy game.
Could be.
It could be like you just don't know with these teams. Yeah.